Hood service announcement warning: the following content is for entertainment purposes only. It contains real talk, raw humor, and unfiltered commentary. If you can't take a joke, this might not be for you.
HSA, 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 HSA. It's the hood service announcement. We got news on the way. HSA, HSA, HSA. It's the hood service announcement. We got news on the way. It's the hood service announcement. We got news on the way. What you gonna hear is the news of the day, and we keep it real. We don't got no time to play. We just tell you what it is, and we do it with no delay. Talking rent due, lights due, food on the plate. Talking little bro sliding, trying to dodge that case. Talking auntie in the back, trying to keep her faith. All facts right now, not a second late. HSA, 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 HSA. It's the hood service announcement. We got news on the way. HSA, it's the hood service announcement. We got news on the way.
Knock, knock. What up, cousin, cousins? I'm your favorite cousin from Auntie Uncle. You ain't even know you had. I am 34 and a half. I apologize for being late. I know y'all was already waiting for me probably. If you was, and that's a good thing, is a bad thing. Next time, just contact me yourself to make sure we are up. But as you know, I missed to make some moves and get some shoes and not make the news. I missed to mess. You know, if I mess up your name, you already get my apology. I only got my GED, but I am never alone. We got 6 hot news topics tonight and 3 questions that are relevant to those news topics that might not help you learn the story deeper. But hopefully, it does help you bring a little deepness into your laughter. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'll be on, but I can never do this alone. So I'm not here by myself. Let them know who I'm here with today.
DeVille, 79, Southside.
That's what's up. Cuzzo, happy to have you for real life.
You already know what it is. 1080, aka Della Nooch, aka Tuck Crystals, wear a pistol. And I keep it official.
Okay.
Get right to it.
Yeah, there's a million people in the studio. I was in the studio already. You got them lying ass bucket.
Your boy Moneybags extraordinaire. Put the
Oh,
money
he's here.
extraordinaire.
Okay,
AKA,
what's going on?
AKA, let's go.
Let's get to the stories, man. We got a lot of hot topics, like I said. Hold on, just giving it a couple of shares if I don't dare. You know what I mean?
You want to leave some? Leave my life. Leave some. Don't worry about my life.
Okay.
Don't worry about
Okay, we are here. Damn wrong. Don't forget, if you're new, if you're watching this, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And subscribe. Let us know who you are. Don't believe if you want to at least comment your names, so we can say hi to you next time. Let them know how lit you are for you being involved, what we got going on. It means a lot. Thank you, though. All right, let's get to these news stories.
First story: Will Ferrell explained his unique parenting philosophy.
Hold on, wait. Don't do it.
I got you.
Don't do it. Hold on, okay. Trying to get it together. It's almost there. It takes some time, but that's giving us some time to get some people in the room too. But at the same time, it's killing 2 roses with 1 foot. Okay. All right. First story. You want to read it now?
Got you. Will Ferrell explained his unique parenting philosophy. He said he won't pay for things for his kids, making them earn it and figure it out because he had to. He took it to another level by revealing that on family trip, he sits in first class while his kids are in economy on a different airline, specifically Spirit Air, on a red-eye flight with as many layovers as possible.
Yeah, he's one of my comedic heroes, Real Pharaoh, but he's letting you be known that as a kid, a lot of these kids they do come in. You know what I mean? They do come in here thinking that, oh, my family's rich, so now I gotta have the best treatment. You know, I gotta have that rich treatment. I can't be having regular treatment. I gotta, get to the joint. And he's saying, nah, he's not treating his kids like that. And he's not going to allow his kids to be treated like that. And I think that's respectable. Honestly, keep it real with you. The first question I have is that the right way to raise your kids?
Respectfully, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, I think he capping a little bit now. The last part, the most layovers as possible, and that. And I think he
capping.
But yeah, I get what he's saying. I respect it.
Yeah, because I'm in first class don't mean you got to be in first class.
That's facts. That's facts too.
And I get you though. He might not be looking for the worst flight. I remember the hood. I was telling the hood about these stories. He was saying how at least they still going on the trip. That ain't too bad. You know what I mean?
You know he's a comedian, right?
Right.
He lived to tell jokes. He's a comedian.
No, so I know he's gonna come off a little sarcastic, probably. However, he's probably all the way dead ass and more.
He's not.
I'm not going. I get it because I'm a comedian too. I get what you're saying. Where I don't consider this the gospel. You know what I'm saying? However, I feel like it's some truth in the story itself. That's why I picked it.
Correct.
Because I see that because kids don't. Me having kids, a lot of people have kids. Dealt with kids. Kids don't have no understanding of money.
You know what happens when they cut them off, right? You know what happens when they cut them off, right? They start to shoot up shit.
Menendez brothers.
They start to eat people, shoot up shit. Nah, nigga.
It's like they don't have no understanding. It's like they think if right now I know for a figure, if I was to go on a trip and I was to try to put my kids in the regular class on the same plane, it would have been an issue.
Nah, I agree with Sig. At least they going on a trip. However, the thing is, since he is a stern parent like that, that shouldn't have been public. You shouldn't have took it to that. That should just be something that, not take to the grave, but something that you're really trying to instill. Also instill that everything ain't got to be, for the internet, for the clout. If you really gonna get it how you live. You feel me? Type shit. And it goes without saying.
They know no other way but their way.
I get that too, but at the same time, I feel like it's less about a clout chase and more about the idea of just making sure that you can maybe spread this ideology that can help other parents. Part of being a parent could be helping other parents too.
The hell is he spreading, nigga? We've been going through that our whole life. We ain't had
nothing. And I don't want to put it that way.
Easy. Welcome. They just say welcome to our life, but however,
yeah, I wasn't trying to do that.
That's first base. That's as soon as we out the womb. That's how we gotta live. You feel me? So yeah, ain't welcome.
So that was a clip show. He was trying to get the viewers. He said he's a comedian. You feel me? Like he was just trying. And who interviewed him, right? Like so.
I agree. Like the path wasn't probably laid out easy. However, to be in that industry and being in that, there's connections. So yeah, they got to work. Everybody has to work. That's what people on the farm. And the farm got taken right from under their damn feet. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So
hey, so same goes for what's that nigga name? T.I. son? Same goes for him. Listen to King
Yeah, King or Demond. He got a couple of sons.
with King.
With
He got
was it no? What Jerry did? That was Jerry or Maury did that. Left it to Jerry. Jeffrey left it to his black kids.
yeah.
You feel me? And told his other kids that he gave them time. He told them, listen, you're gonna have to work for it. I did what I can do and provide it, but this right here, due to what the vow that I took, I'm doing with them. So it's almost like that. However, they just got a rude awakening at his death. I'm pretty sure that we get the rude awakening as soon as the doctor said we could leave the hospital. Before we say,
But the good
mama,
question is, would you do your kids like this?
Make them ride that economy,
no
ride first class.
Yeah.
Make them earn it. Yes, I will make them earn it.
What do you think, Mo? You think money grows on trees in this family? Put it back.
Can't afford it.
I don't know. I'm asking you. That's what I thought I would get more people saying no.
Outside of it, there's rules. But like if we're going on a trip, then we all gonna be family. I want you to experience this. It's not all the time it's gonna happen, but just one time, right? Boom. But
they're gonna ride first class with me. Yeah, of course. But I'm just saying. But what?
Because I'm not gonna ride first class all the time. I'm gonna go coast to coast. You feel me? It's weird. No. So we're gonna swing both sides. We're gonna go to coach, and then we're gonna go to the top. So
you can hear us.
Yeah. First the thing and clicking it.
You experience both of them, but we ain't rich.
Nah, I feel like first class. I can see that being earned in a way. I don't think it would be an automatic thing where you just because I'm in first class, I already earned my first class. You might need to do a couple of little. You should be happy you on the trip in general. I don't know exactly what's gonna make me put you on. What's gonna make me put you in first class, but nah, that's not an automatic. You can sit in economy class.
Not all the time.
Me and myself, I've done that with my friends, so I know I would do it with my kids. I turned a studio into a 4-bedroom. You feel me? For my niggas. So I know what I'm capable of if I had kids. I'll make it happen. And like I said, I'm gonna not say, because I didn't have it on some Jay-Z shit, I did it so you wouldn't have to do it. Nah. Whatever. I mean, yeah, that's what he's saying. However, no, you're not saying that because he wants them to go through 10 times more what he gonna go through. That means like he would low-key blackball them. Like if they knew one of his dad's friends that knew something that could help them in the business, he don't even want that. That's too easy. That's a connection. He wants them to get it. You feel me? So I think that's more. If I had the luxury, I would extend it. You feel me? And there's niggas there's people that's happy homeless. So I could imagine that if you feel me, give them a couple dollars or spend a couple dollars with somebody, take them to a trip, a beach, a fucking theme park, anything. It's the small things in life, man, that count. It ain't about all the materialistic and the luxury shits.
Respectfully. Do y'all feel like kids have too high expectations that are based on your success?
Entitlement. Of course, a kid feel like, hey, that's mine. That's my parents.
Entitlement. If the parents is rich, like you go to Ivy school, you don't go to public school unless they want you with the experience, which is what we're talking about. But most of them, they want you the high what their money can buy.
I don't think they even think about how much money you make or don't make. It's just more or less them just thinking, well, my mom, my dad got it, or other people around me got it. I should be able to get it.
Exactly.
You see how we do it when our parents work at IBM. The little strong, they're hood rich, a little bit richer than hood, right? So
your kids be counting your pocket without counting your pocket. They ain't counting all the bills you gotta pay.
You see how they act.
Right.
They ain't thinking, oh well, how much you? Yeah, once your kids find out how much you make per check, they not even thinking, well, let me make sure dad gets something for himself.
Yeah,
Let me make sure they get. Nah, I need some more. I need some more V-Bucks.
Now you're in the category because my parents is rich, hood rich, a little bit more than hood rich. My parents is rich. I get the Jordans, nigga. I
need those.
Time.
That too, though. That even
you
right
see what
there
I'm saying? So
is
for him to say that, his kids is like that. I don't think his kids is like that. His kids got everything. His kids got a lot. Where's he gonna? The money has.
I'm 34 and a half. I'm your favorite cousin from my auntie uncle. You know you had. I don't know how that started like that. Hello, you hear me?
Yeah.
I did not mean for that to start like that. My apologies.
No, if you're going, you're going. I was just saying.
The kids be definitely over too busy trying to spend your money before you even get the money. They be ready to spend it up, man.
Ready to go.
Man, they kids. I mean, there is kids that do get.
Now, how old do you think his kid is? 20-something.
I'm saying, LeBron is not perfect, but LeBron is a good example.
Oh, he got that because of LeBron.
I'm just saying, it's a good example of nepotism, of how people, what you do is supposed to be handed down. The next to the throne.
You know what's so crazy about
you
that?
Handle your shit like a crown. If you handle your shit like a king, the next to the throne.
Look, Carmelo Anthony's son is still in college. LeBron's son is in the NBA. So you got stages to this shit.
Yeah, they expect those type of things now. Like, oh, my father was in the NBA. I better be in the NBA soon. It's not how it works. You might not be an NBA player. You might not have it, really, honestly.
So I'm pretty much sure that his kids
say the nepotism is what we're focusing on, not the attributes. If he's the right person for the job, as a parent,
I don't think he's doing it.
If you the king, if you're the king of your kingdom, the next to the throne is your lineage. So that's what you're setting it up for. However, if they want to not misuse it or not walk in your footsteps, you still appropriate some things that, you feel me? They will be able to have, because like you said, if he's doing that, then he's already realizing that majority of people is living life like that, not just his damn kids. You feel me? Majority of people living life like that.
If I made it, I would definitely still teach. But we're going all out.
Yes.
We're going all out. What I got it for? I'm gonna give you something to grow up. I'm gonna give you something you grow up. But right now, you're growing up. I'm teaching responsibility, right? But we going all out. I'm rich, bitch.
Yeah, I'm getting it how I live. And how I get it, it has nothing to do with you. Unless
if you that parent,
next to the throne.
I'm saying, if you that parent, you're gonna do it. I think Will Ferrell's that parent.
I'm watching it right now. The dude I work with, millionaire. This nigga, he gets his son involved as much as he can, but however, his son is his own man. His son, you would think his son should be 6-7 cars. You feel me? On the horn doing 2 dump trucks. You feel me? But no. So everybody doesn't want to follow, and my work may not be for you. What I had to do to get mine, you may not want to do that. However, there's money for all of us out here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give you mines to go get yours. No, I got mines the way I got mines. You don't want to do this, what I want to do, go get yours. They may, like you said, that's probably what he's saying. They may not want to be actors in that public. They want to do something else.
There's always a secret stash.
We'll go get it.
You got your kid lined up.
Go get that from over there.
You feel me? You got your kid lined up. Even if they're gonna do it or they don't want to do it, you still got money for them.
Respectfully, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So at that point, they're already spoiled. And then once they find, like Mo said, once they find out how much you get paid a year and all that, then they going for the gusto.
That's my boy, Blue.
They going for the gusto.
That's my boy.
All right, if you're watching this, don't forget to answer those questions in the comment section so we can see how you feel about it. But the best way to raise your kids is to make sure that reading is really good and you read them a great book like this one.
Before there were stars, there was a dream. From the great mother's mind, two children were born. Abba of light, Tara of midnight. What if your child learned a secret older than time, before they learned multiplication? 7 books, 7 cosmic laws, 1 unforgettable journey. Abba and Tara teach children how thoughts, feelings, and choices shape their world. It's more than just a bedtime story. It's wisdom wrapped in wonder. Abba and Tara, the Starborn Voyager, because every child deserves to know the universe begins inside of them.
All right, we got our next story. Vice President J.D. Land sat down in an interview where he was asked about releasing the UFO files. He admitted he came into his office obsessed with the topic and promised, "I still got 3 more years as vice president. I will get to the bottom of the UFO files." He mentioned planned trip to Area 51. When pressed on what he believes, he offered a wild theory saying, "I don't think they're aliens. I think they're demons anyway." So he don't think that they're aliens. He thinks that aliens are demons. So the first question is, are aliens real? And if they are, why?
They are real.
I agree with that.
And why they're real?
Yeah, why would you
Because
say
the
that?
universe is too big for them not to be real. That's why.
Yeah, I just got word from a good source that we all the UFOs, we all the aliens.
Yeah.
Why? Is because in this physical body, we're really not here. We're being emanated here. You ever had that eerie feeling that you're being followed? That's who you're being followed from. We're being beamed down here from the 4th dimension to the 3rd dimension. So everything to this realm, this dimension, is alien because we forgot where we're from.
Respectfully. Respectfully.
You believe aliens are real? Why?
I mean, aliens is real.
Yeah.
Shit, we are aliens. I believe in the hype. No. Go ahead.
I was. Now you can go, Jim. Finish what you're saying.
No, I was just fucking around.
That's what it's about. I would say, to me, I think that this world is full of some type of alien creatures and various creatures who could be considered possibly that didn't originate here for various reasons. I don't know about aliens in the way they've been presented to us, as far as, you know, probing niggas and all of this other stuff and coming and abducting people or ET phone home type aliens. I don't know about those aliens. That's my thing. I think that the idea that creatures are not from here and that things don't originate on this planet, maybe possibly, and that they arrived here at some point, it does make more sense. But I don't think like the ones with the big head and the big eyes and all of that walking around, all of that type of aliens. I'm not really into that. I don't think that's real. I think that I can see you saying, "Oh, you know what? That creature doesn't even really belong on this planet for various reasons, and how they're here, and essentially they would be an alien to this planet, but now they have become accustomed to being here." And speaking of abduction, why don't more people from the hood be getting abducted? You always hear about people getting abducted and stuff like that. Why the hood don't be getting abducted like that?
We do get abducted.
They do get abducted.
Police come and get us, nigga.
About all these missing black girls, Atlanta child murders.
They come and get us, man.
They'll get abducted, man. It's just They rather put it on something that ain't never. They rather put it on something that nobody ain't never seen but them.
Mm-hmm.
And the shit only happens on their turf, where they can go. Undisclosed places. You feel me?
What's that word? Bermuda Triangle. They take us way out there, Area 51. You're never gonna see that.
It happens in the hood. It just don't happen
Nah,
like they present it in the movies or the news.
It does happen in the hood on some real shit. It does happen.
No,
So people are abducted from the hood. Okay, that's a good point. I like that.
Aliens, we get abducted by the Western man.
Okay, I get that. I ain't mad at you.
I'm telling the truth. We get abducted in the hood.
All right. They're getting probes. You think people getting alien probes?
Who what?
No. we get snatched, body snatchers.
Yeah.
No, they get probed. This is how you got the stem cell research, cloning.
Yeah, we're not twinning people in the hood.
This is how you got Henrietta. This is how you got Henrietta Lacks. Henrietta Lacks came in there and her stomach was hurting, or she had like pains in her womb. Come to find out, she got immortal cells that don't die. This is how they came up with all the studies. Johns Hopkins became the biggest hospital out there in Chicago.
Yeah.
You feel me? So they've been abducting, just not on the way that they be, like you said, the sci-fi way that they be letting you know that aliens exist type shit.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is the last question on the topic. If you was to get with an alien, what's something you would want to say to them or ask them?
Take me home. Why did it take you so long?
Home?
We suffered long enough. Take me home. Please take me home. This is crazy over here.
What's something I would want to say to them?
Yeah.
Tune in to
what's something you want to say to aliens?
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And tap in with Randy Plain every Tuesday and Thursday. That's what I would say to them.
Be supportive.
Nah, they're already watching us, nigga. They're already watching y'all niggas.
Tune in, nigga. Tell everybody out there too.
You can imagine how many aliens is watching y'all niggas.
Be supportive to the aliens. That's it. Yeah, come through. Be supportive.
We got a new podcast.
Take me to your spaceship. I want to see the spaceship.
Definitely. Yeah, let me see what you got going on.
Let me see the wheels. Let me see the
What
wheels.
up, Moon?
Moon in the building. What up?
Moon in the building came through. What up, cousin? What up, cousin? Did you hear some of the questions in the story? You haven't heard the story? What are the questions? Your volume's not on.
She had to hear him. She on the moon about the aliens.
Can't unmute the guest because she got to unmute herself.
Is her mic on?
Yeah, mic is muted. You got to unmute yourself.
No, I didn't hear the stories. I read them already, but I don't know what you guys are on right now.
We're on the alien joint. We're on the aliens in the hood as possibly now.
Okay.
Aliens.
And then again, for my presence, I had to do a 2 weeks intern after work so I can get on this online schooling. So I'll start my university in June.
Congratulations.
Okay. That's right.
All right.
Okay, so what's the question? Fill me in again. So we're talking about aliens. What's the question?
President J.D. Vance has said that aliens are demons. And the three questions that are relevant were, the first one was, are aliens real and why?
Yeah, they are. We don't need to call them aliens because they're just other beings that live in the space like we do. But yes, of course, I believe that. I don't believe we're the only beings in the world.
Okay.
And why? Because it's obvious. He did not just make man. And why would he stop at just making man? It's different worlds, so that different worlds have to have different beings on them. We're just the strongest at this time.
Okay. And why do people from the hood not get abducted as much? You always hear about people being abducted. by aliens? Why are they not abducting people in the hood?
Because they need intelligence. The world needs our genetics, but the aliens need intelligence. So they probably stealing them agents. Let me stop. I know we live. I do apologize. I'm not trying to convince anybody. I love
Good
everybody.
answer. Good answer. Good answer.
I love
I
everybody.
like that. They gotta be they snatch up. I get it.
All the races.
Smart people of all people, right? People.
The races.
And if you was, and the last question is, if you was given an alien,
Ignore the races.
what would you say to them or ask them if you was, actually presented with an alien?
Is it easier to live on their land? Like, what do you have to do to produce at their land? Like here, when you born and they let you free in the world, you have to get an income. That's it. Like you need to go find yourself the income somehow. So what do they need to do to provide? And they're like, are we searching for land and we can kind of, this is ours no matter what, or we got to sign up and wait for you guys to tell us where to go. Like all colonies have different things, answer crazy too. They got some crazy logics of how they get their village together. So yeah, I definitely want to. Because if it's easier
to expand consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that people death, life and death here. So that's what they're trying to recorrect type shit when they come here, abducting, doing the experiments that they do. They're trying to expand consciousness so you can exist those two places at once. Like if you went to sleep and never woke up, how would you know if you were dreaming?
Yeah. I would want to know. That's something I want to know. What's the similarities of what their living experiences of ours, and also, I definitely would want to know. Can I borrow the spaceship? Let me take a ride real quick. Let me get a little really ride on the spaceship. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a little ride. Don't be like that. Let me get my cruise on. I got MP3 in here, Bluetooth, so I can hit the music.
What's homeboy's name that got the alien? On his body.
Right.
What's his name?
That's the chorus. Let me show you that song.
Huh?
What's that bumper?
Is that Gemini? He on here or he in DeVille?
He's on. Nah, that's DeVilla's here too. That's the cousin. But Gemini's on Mega's joint, I believe. So they kind of sharing the microphone right now. So Gemini's here. That was Gemini.
What homeboy is? He just came out of nowhere. But he been there for years, but now he popped back up.
But
I'm not sure who he's talking about.
For us to understand aliens, the best thing to do again is to make sure we read the right book. This is the book you want to possibly be reading to help you understand everything that's under you or over you.
This book is dangerous, not because it tells you what to think, but because it shows you who's been thinking for you. It exposes the illusion, the script, the invisible leash. After Cosmiscuous, you won't hear music the same. You won't see mirrors the same. You won't even see yourself the same. Warning, side effects include awareness, freedom, and irreversible growth. Cosmiscuous. Read at your own awakening.
Okay, make sure you tap in and read Cosmiscuous. It's an ebook. You get it through emailing those people and scanning those things. Kanye, the next story is about Kanye West. He dropped his album this weekend. And when Kanye West dropped his album, Bully, which I did get a chance to listen to, he has a bar about his wife, Bianca Censori, and Martin Luther King Jr. appears on The King, the opening of the new album, Bully. Kanye West has been happily with his wife. You can't hear me? Yeah, just that back in. All right. Kanye West has been happily with his wife, Bianca Censori, for a couple of years now. Through thicker than as much as sure, unsurprising that she got love on Ye's new album, Bully. What is surprising, though, is that he referenced Martin Luther King Jr. to flaunt his relationship. On the LP's Open the King, the Chicago artist raps the following: I brought a white king to the altar because something happened without couldn't happen without Martin Luther. That's not to refer to civil rights leader effort against segregation, but also to have a wider commentary. How Ye predecessors in black society paved the way for the hip hop star. Also made a simple the connection and attraction life. Of course, the line incites some grown from fan base, whether they found it corny, reproductive, or opportunistic. Given Kanye's previous controversy, Bully is full of other lines like these, whether they are causing debate and brass declarations. In other words, Paul Discord was many of Ye's album. I don't know if y'all heard this song or heard Ye's new album. Anybody heard Ye's new album? Stuff like that? Anybody get a chance?
Yeah, I heard some of it.
All right. One person
Nah,
besides you.
I didn't hear. I didn't hear it.
Keith.
I heard a little bit. They was playing it on the Breakfast Club.
It came out on Saturday. I woke up. I've been laying in the bed anyway after the car accident I was in. It's been keeping me tired. That's why we was late tonight because I did take a nap. For some reason, when I'm up, I feel better when I'm sleeping. It may be just me healing. And is example of Martin Luther King's dream having an interrelation relationship.
I ain't even fucking heard it yet. That's the glitch.
I don't think so.
I heard
I
some
never
of
even
it.
heard it yet.
Is having an interrelation relationship a sign of Martin Luther King's dream? He said he would want to see the black and white holding hands. Is not an example.
He also said he welcomed people into a burning building.
Yeah. He's too quoted. That nigga's too. He got too many quotes. You never know if you're doing his legacy right.
Y'all don't like the way he rap?
Who, Kanye?
Yeah.
Proud that he found somebody that wants him as a person. Nowadays, I'm starting to notice that rappers are putting related things into their clientele. What do you say, Jim?
What is he doing wrong? Because people
He's
still
not. He's not doing anything wrong by what he said, Jim. He just said that he believes that his interracial relationship is an example of Martin Luther King. Is that he's living Martin Luther King's dream by having a white wife? He feels like he's living Martin Luther King's dream because he's saying Martin Luther King wanted people to come together. So people were outraged about that.
Yeah.
Now, what were you saying, Sonny?
A lot that's being taken out of a lot of rappers. They're putting like emphasis and they're putting them in places that only a real, you have to be, I guess they say woke to understand. I don't see it as being woke. I don't feel like he said anything wrong. Him wanting to date a white woman still in our community is little. It's looked down upon. If she's with him, it's because he's a psych patient. So if he feels like this is his way of showing that somebody can respect him the way he wants, and this is what it looks like, and it is part of the dream. You know, you should be able to date who you want to, work for who you want to, apply yourself around whoever you like to, and not have a problem about their skin color. Probably the way the song went, I don't know. I need to hear the snippet to understand fully, but to my knowledge, I don't see a problem with it.
Respectfully. Anybody else want to talk about whether he's living a dream or not?
I'm just saying.
Living the dream.
I'm just saying. I always liked Kanye West. I always did. I didn't hear this album right here. Can't wait to hear it. But as far as I know, he's cool. I got no problems with him.
Where the white women at?
I would say because it's something that his legacy. DeVille, you can hear us?
He got a song like
Yeah.
that, right? Where the
Yeah.
white women at?
Do you have an answer to the question? You feel like Martin Luther King is? I mean, that Kanye West
That's
is better
fun.
than.
I think he's being funny, but she made a good point though. In a sense, I guess so. You know what I mean? You're able to date whoever you want to date. without judgment. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least you know what I mean. World's gonna judge you anyway.
Yeah, I think it's a great. I think that he's his relationship status has been ridiculed and brought up a lot. So I feel like when you're an artist who's in the front of people, anytime you have a thing where the things you're doing is being brought up and being antagonized and made fun of, it would make sense sometimes that you would address it. And how you choose to address it is your artistic taste and choice. So I wouldn't say he's not living the dream.
That's facts.
By coming together with another culture of people. But I just feel like it's just because it's him that is going to have the worst intake, because his words are always going to be looked at as something more than just words.
Watch this, Mo. Watch this, Mo. Can you call him a lyricist? Or
what I call Kanye a lyricist? I mean,
or wordsmith. Lyricist.
I don't, because of him having a reputation of not being a writer at all, like a real reputation about it, opposed to like Drake's reputation of not being a writer. They have different reputations when it comes to not being a writer. Kanye West is known for not being a writer, like heavily. So no, I wouldn't call him a lyricist. I like Kanye West's music, and I thought the album itself was okay, and it had its own sound. It really didn't sound like nobody else. It sounded like a good version of Kanye. Very upbeat. And on brand as far as the album is concerned, but no, I wouldn't call him a lyricist. I would just call him a good song maker. I think he's a really good song artist. Really good artist.
Okay, I got you.
I got this from a credible source in Denmark that they're trying to make bestiality a thing, like legal. And meaning they've already been fucking the pigs out of there. So we don't eat pork, so we're good. However, they've been fucking the pigs out there in Denmark. So they're trying to push it to legalize it. You feel me? To make it a thing. You feel me? I say that to say that whoever you want to love and whoever you love, man, do you, man.
Yeah,
No,
I don't know.
No.
That was amazing.
Do you?
No. I'm not co-signing fucking pigs, bro. You can't do that.
I don't eat pigs, so I don't gotta worry
Say
about
the
that.
pigs. Right. But still.
Yeah, I eat me a fried portion here and there. I ain't gonna lie.
I like bacon. I ain't gonna hold you, right? You know, bacon.
I haven't ate pork in years.
Fucked up, man.
Nah, man, we don't
That's
eat
facts.
pork.
You still like bacon after that part.
Yeah, I haven't ate pork in years.
In Denmark,
say
it's coming
the
from Vermont
pigs
soon,
though, bro.
Even though I did love pork chops and applesauce, I'm not fucking a pig.
You can't rape the
Coming
pigs,
to
bro.
Kentucky.
You can't rape the pigs, bro.
As soon as they hear a word that is legal in Denmark, it's over here ASAP.
That's too much.
That's crazy.
Coming to Kentucky, man.
I'm not trying to compare a pig to the white woman, but I'm just saying, whatever y'all want to do and how y'all want to do it, love who you love, and that's up to you.
So I guess the next question is relevant. Is there a time to just mind your business? People put on your album, they go crazy. Is it a time just to mind your business and just enjoy the song, or not enjoy the song? Do we have to like this really is changing culture? He's really just
put that shit on, blast it like you would.
I got my own playlist. I play that most of the time.
All the negativity,
that's all he's talking about though in some of the music. When he's
like all the bashing you see, all the negativity, is all the young kids. Like people our ages, we really get into it when it gets too serious. We really don't care. Like it be like the younger cats that be having problems and pick and look at everything that anybody say. They look and pick at it. That's what it really sounds like. Yeah, they shouldn't mind their business. I mean, he can make a whole album about his life. He can. And if he wants to go through around the world and do this album that he made for his wife, he can. Why can't he? There's plenty of people that do albums for their wives, their specific others, and went around the world. They might have been singing it, they might have been rapping it, but they did it. Why can't he?
Makes sense. He's involved. He's being influential. I get that. Anybody else feel like sometimes it's just to mind your business or enjoy music?
Man, enjoy the music, man.
You listening to the music to see what he gonna say. So you all up in his business.
And
not about it.
What do you think music is?
Like
either a love song, snitching, or tell his story or her story. That's all what it is. It's just.
And this is what I say. A lot of rap now has gotten away from loving on a woman. I hear songs. They started to put little songs in there to get the women attention, but there's no LL Cool J's around no more. Let that man be great. He want to talk about his wife. Uplift her. Let's talk about women that we do love. Put them. Let's uplift them as well all the time. Not just sometimes because the summer's coming in. Let's get a hot summer song in to get the females. No, let's make an album. Thank you, Kanye.
Like I said, LL, nigga, Breezy and Usher about to go on tour. You know what that tour about to look like?
You seen what Breezy just did?
Nah, don't talk about that. That's one of the stories. That's one of the stories on Wednesday. Don't talk about it yet. We got that story for Wednesday.
Usher about to bring the cherries. Usher about to bring the cherries out.
We about to be talking about that on
rapping.
We talking about Chris Brown on Wednesday. That's Wednesday. Tune in on Wednesday if you want to hear us talk about Chris Brown. Should we be surprised by anything that Ye says or does at this point?
Who said?
Yeah.
Yay.
Should we be surprised? Not at this point. He just told us he got head from his cousin. It's a wrap.
Yeah, he's too
far. Been pretty open since the beginning, though, so we shouldn't be surprised. Since his first album, he's been pretty open with his mom, the problems he be having in his family. He's been pretty open throughout his music.
That's real. So, I think that's real.
That he gave his cousin head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, it's his. If he said what happened to him when he was younger, and they did it for years, you never know. People don't have consciences like everybody else. Children be getting raped for a long time. They don't even know it's rape. It's because of the communication that they got within their home and their parents. They can't identify what's going on with them. So you just never know. And maybe he did know it, and his force turned into an action of continuance. So you just never know. I applaud him. I applaud him because it's a lot of booty grabbers out there that's walking around. You know what I mean?
That's a good question. When did he say that?
When he said what?
Song was that?
He said, "I gave my cousin head."
Yeah, he had a hook. That was the hook.
That's the song, and he had a beef with Dave Blunts.
Dave Blunts wrote the song for him.
Yeah.
And he said what?
He gave his cousin head.
Yeah, for years.
This was a young Kanye?
Nah, this is like last year. He was talking about how he found his cousin. He said that his cousin and him was watching porn.
Old shit?
No, the question was, should we be surprised? I'm saying after hearing something like that.
No, you shouldn't be surprised.
Son, absolutely. What else can you say that's going to shock you? There's nothing.
Absolutely not. You shouldn't be surprised because
let that man live. Man. He make good music, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Even like the song at all.
Now, I was informed just now from a brother that he don't write his shit. Maybe he just tells the story.
But he participated in it because even that song when he gave his cousin head.
All for the love of music, hip hop wins, man.
He told Dave Blunts the story to get the song written. So it wasn't like he just did it. He told Dave Blunts the story. He did it written.
The writers, the producers, everybody involved.
Shit, everything sells.
Hip hop wins, man.
If it glues into a lyric, if it glues into a sentence, and you catch on to that, and niggas is talking about it, you won. True or not true?
He ended up not dropping those songs though. It didn't get it didn't get the love or the backlash that it got more backlash than love. I thought the song was crazy, because he's talking about giving his cousin oral sex or whatever. However, I got some of what he was saying, like from an abuse perspective of being abused in his own way and being able to speak out against it. and not becoming an abuser himself. I thought that was a blessing because he could have used that as an excuse to be an abuser himself. But just saying, hey, I was abused and that hurt me, and he's just trying to get off his chest. I thought that was respectable. I just didn't think the song itself was me. It wasn't for me. I can't relate to that. I never gave my cousin head or whatever, and it wasn't a bop. I wasn't gonna get the ringtone or the toner myself because of that. Um, that one thing you don't have to worry about when you give your cousin head is
Yo,
one
it's crazy.
show. What's up, Jim?
You know what's crazy, bro? We will never relate to some dumb shit like that, but most people do, and the most people that do, they root for shit like that. And he's a rapper type shit. He's a so we say no.
Well, you don't have to be a victim to respect the
Yeah.
song. I mean, it's not something you're gonna
He's
play
a
every single day, but
those type of weird
it is to
people.
give grief to a
He's
victim.
Do
married
we
to
have
a
to
girl
go?
who dad thinks she's a woman.
Do we have to go back to a Diddy
So
party? Do
come
we
on.
have to go back to anything like that?
I
That's
definitely agree with like.
that's in the industry.
Yeah,
No, it has happened. It has happened to kids, man.
Yeah.
I agree with the victim, the victim mindset because I was a victim growing up in my own way. I was victimized. I wasn't victimized that way. So it's only relatability is you can find your own way to relate. I learned that in recovery. You relate things to yourself in the way that you can relate to it. Because I didn't smoke crack, don't mean I can't relate to a crackhead to some extent. And it's kind of the same way where I can say, all right, you know what? I was taken advantage of, and I understand what comes from being took advantage of. I was put on to porn too early, and I understand what comes from that and how over sexualized I am or was, or the life I live. So I can relate to that, and I'm also happy that he's vulnerable in a way to make that song because even though I didn't suck my cousin's dick, I'm sure there's some cousin dick suckers who got to hear that song and that might have helped them hopefully to go, I don't have to go kill myself now that I sucked my cousin dick. You know what I mean? They can maybe learn from it and go, you know what? I can still be a Grammy Award winning success story, even though that happened. And I don't have to be I think one of the worst, I would say one of the worst ways to be molested is in a homosexual way, not because homosexuality is good or bad, but I feel like it can be confusing to the person who's being molested like that because they don't know whether they like, do I have to be gay now? Am I automatically gay because like that? And I think for him to say no, to show a different side of that could be brave and commendable because it could hopefully change somebody's mindset to go that if you want to be gay, which is I have no problem with that. That's your choice. It has nothing to do with how you were molested or took advantage of. Even though thankfully my molestation wasn't a homosexual one, I could still understand how that over sexualized those things could put you in a mindset that you might not want to even actually be in, and you're a victim of that. So I thought it was good that he spoke up and he's speaking up for the people he's speaking up for. It just wasn't the song itself to me wasn't a bop. Like I'm not the biggest Jesus person. I'm not against Jesus. I'm not anti Jesus. But Jesus Walk is a bop. Whether you like Jesus or maybe you don't even think Jesus' name should be Jesus. Maybe you think it should be Yahweh or something like that. It don't matter. If you hear that song, Jesus Walks the way the beat goes and all of that, it's a bop. You know what I mean? You could be probably an atheist listening to Jesus Walks, and now you Jesus Walks. It got a feel. And I didn't get that from the cousin song. I think partially because I'm not a big Dave Blunt's fan. And that was one of the writers. He feels like he gives a fake Juice World to me personally type aura, and his writing also has that. He's not even a good fake Juice World because
Just really need to lose some weight. That's it.
there's nothing wrong with being influenced by another artist, especially a great artist like Juice World. But when you just influence and you're almost like a not good version of that artist, to me, that's what he is. he's not a good version of Juice WRLD style. So, all right, but what I was saying was one thing you don't have to worry about when you watching No Cousin Suck No Dick at will be this show that's on YouTube. Give it a check out. This will be our bathroom break and all that. Get in tune with it.
This is BK.
Mike Payne.
Carly.
34 and a half. Hot Boy Shay. Tyrell. And I play Tyrell.
And Monica.
Jay.
Asu.
Mo.
Big Prince in that series Make Some Noise.
You gon' hear me now, feel me now. I'm 10 toes, no small talk, straight to the pin.
Throughout the season, you see him going through where in the beginning he wanted to just do his music and work a regular 9 to 5, but as things continue to happen to him, he has to respond to the environments that he gets put in.
Whoa. Damn. Got fucked up, cuz. Yo, my bad, bro. Where the fuck was you at anyway? I was trying to get a little bottle or something, type of weapon that even the odds it was more than us.
A lot of people call me and was like, when they see me, I like to say I retreated, which is something people do in war all the time. They retreat to, regroup. Another word I like to use when I think about that scene. People thought I was like, punani.
Nigga, you must not know who the fuck I am, nigga. This my city. Y'all beat his ass. Get up, bitch ass. You ain't talking niggas. We outside. I had people say, you just being you. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no bully though. I ain't no bully, but yeah, don't take me there, bro. But other than that, yeah, just I'm that nigga, and I definitely feel like I'm that nigga. You supposed to feel like that. You feel me? Yeah. Damn, she fine as hell. What the fuck you doing with this bum ass nigga? Might well come to my section.
Nigga, I wouldn't give you the time of day if you paid for it. Like she's a good person at heart. I just think she's in the wrong career field. You be surprised what type of men I see on a daily. Oh, what? That make you nervous? You scared?
Nah, not even.
I think you kind of see her go from a stable person to just kind of really wanting to hold on to a relationship that probably does need to end. Excuse me? It's been a few days with who? Who you been working with? And who are you about to compare me to?
I'm just tired.
No.
Need to get some rest.
No, let's talk about it. Who are you about to compare me to?
Nobody.
Was it the girl that dropped you off? Yeah. I saw that person drop you off. Who the fuck was that?
A friend that, everybody try to keep around in life, that's still, doing the normal things, having a job, taking care of bills.
No, I ain't got much, man, but I know I can only $2.
Nah, man, you ain't have to do that.
Man, look, bullshit. You know what I mean? It's your dream, man. You're my boy. Plus, I gotta make sure you give me a shout out, man, when you get your Grammy. I gotta make sure I contribute to your dream, man.
Go watch I'm So Tyrell, Make Some Noise on YouTube. Go watch it now. It's on YouTube now. Now we get a licensing deal and they tell us to take it off. You won't be seeing it and you'll be mad because it's on some sort of platform. So you getting first dibs to watch it before anybody. As we create it, we load it up and you get to watch it.
Definitely get to watch Make Some Noise. Before we get to the next story topic, we had a question from the comment section. Don't forget, if you're watching this and you're live and you're coming with us, we definitely adore with you. It says, what's your favorite Ye song?
Hey, mama.
Favorite?
It's all out for you. What I wanna do, hey,
I
mama.
got it. Good Life.
Good Life. Okay, that's one of them. That's one of the slappers.
The other one with Maroon 5, I think Adam Levine singing on it.
Heard him say?
Yeah.
Nothing ever promised tomorrow today from the shy. Like Tim's the harder way.
I can't give you a song. What I like. I don't like all songs from me. I got a lot of songs that I enjoy. I just
Can't tell me nothing.
Yeah. Can't tell me nothing. I
I
like
know
New
you.
Slave. I like New Slaves. That's one of my favorite Ye songs. New Slaves. New Slaves. I what I'm doing. New Slaves. That's one of my favorite Ye songs. Anybody else got any favorites they want to throw out before we go to the next story?
I like
Those fire.
when he was talking about when Andre 3000
Okay.
on the new joint.
Yeah, that was fire. He got some bangers on the new joint. I ain't gonna hate you. One thing we gotta talk about is Drake has Killer's coat. Nah, Drake has a museum in his remarks. But if you need it, I could get it. He got a couple of my jackets. I told my shit. He just collecting dust in his closet in my crib. He got a museum in his crib. He got it in his museum. I told him he could just stand it, and if he needs it, but rather people come through the house and see it. The thing about the pink fur, I had 3 of them. The pink fur became its own person. Killer Cam continued. Like, it's time when niggas was wanting fur without me. Right now, the museum is in the Bronx. Right now, the museum in the Bronx is actually asking it might give one of them to them for Hip Hop Museum in the Bronx. Drake got another jacket. He used in both jackets in the show and then left. But we talked about it, not no stealing shit. I'd rather them shits be in his museum that just let him in. Is having somebody's jacket in your crib crazy or support? Is having somebody's jacket in your museum, is that crazy or is that support?
Well, you know, it's a Dipset jacket, so it's different. It's not like it's a Paris jacket. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's J. Cole's jacket. Which one would be? I don't know. You know, I think it'd be fine with the intentions, right? But nah, I think what he's a fan of Dipset. Everybody was a fan of Dipset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I be thinking crazy. I be thinking all you need is a hair follicle, some sweat to clone somebody. So I don't know.
So you feel like the jacket is close to you having the hair foul in the sweat, so it's creates an issue.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't think it's no malicious behind it.
Yeah. Okay. Is it crazy on support, Sonny?
I mean, I guess it's support. You know, you really like them. Everybody has an object that they have from something that they like a lot. So I guess it's support.
I feel like for me personally, I feel like it's supportive, but I feel like it's both sides of it. The crazy part is having a museum in your crib. A museum is something people can go and visit. Your crib is not always open to the public. So it's like you have this museum that only your close friends could go to. You know what I mean? So it's like, is it even a museum anymore? I wouldn't call it a museum. I respect the support, but I wouldn't give it the word is a museum, because how would it be a museum if only 3 niggas could come through? That's just having a collection. I wouldn't give it the museum word, because again, when I think of museum, I think of multiple people being able to come visit and support. And that leads to the next question: is it a museum if everybody doesn't have access, and is not what is that? What would if not? What would you call it?
God's plan. God's plan. As soon as you walk in, that's what you hear. God's plan. God's plan.
So if it's not a museum, if it is a museum, is it a museum if everybody doesn't have access? Is that a museum really?
Oh, you hear? Start up at the bottom, then you hear.
Yeah, right. Right, it's like I'm not even here to see you.
I think he's talking hypothetically. I don't think he has a museum technically. He just probably got mad shit.
Collectibles,
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I think it's doesn't like that name is the different word. If you can have a famous item from a celebrity, who and what? If you can have something you want to add to your collection, who would you? Or what would you get? And who was the celebrity?
Prince guitar or something.
Maybe like
Denzel Washington's
one of
boy.
Michael Jackson gloves.
James Brown suit.
Denzel Washington's boy.
I like that Michael Jackson glove. I respect that Michael Jackson glove. Tupac bandana.
You know what I mean? Biggie's Coogee.
Yeah.
Prince guitar.
A Prince guitar. That's fire. That's fire.
Yeah, that's fire.
Or Jimi Hendrix guitar, one of their guitars.
Oh, that'd be nice to have at your house. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Somebody said something?
He said Jimi Hendrix guitar. Can you hear that?
No, I'm back out. I'll be back.
Ooh.
Jimi Hendrix and Rick James.
Oh yeah, that'd be fire. Rick James outfit a suit or something. I probably want.
Who got to do it? Who could tap dance? I want
a couple people, but they tap dance shoes. Or respectfully, I get it.
I want his shoes.
Who?
I get that.
Who shoes?
A tap dancer. One of the tap dancers. Somebody can tap dance.
Yeah,
Sammy Davis Jr.
I had his eye. I had one of his glass eyes at my house.
That's his son. I want the father. I want his shoes.
I had one of his glass eyes at my crib. I get I would have Chuck Norris boots from one of the episodes of Walker's Texas Ranger Walker. Yeah. Have his boots.
I used to watch that shit too. That's a great show. It's a great show.
Oh, let me get Steve Urkel. Let me get a pair of glasses that Steve Urkel actually wore on the show. Let me get a pair of glasses, right? You know, I can put on it. Yeah, let me get a whole one of the outfits he wore. Have it on a mannequin just in the living room, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan.
Put it on here. Put it on the robot.
Yeah. Let me get some of them Bill Cosby shirts. Put on the joint.
Those was Coogee too.
Yeah, get one of them Coogee joints Bill Cosby used to wear, but just make sure it's already clean. Ain't no drugs on it, so nobody in the house pass out when they going through the joint looking at it.
I want Eddie Murphy's Raw suit.
Oh yeah, Eddie Murphy's. Yeah, you know what? I ain't gonna get the Eddie Murphy Raw suit though, Gemini. I want to get the joint from Coming to America. The first Coming to America. Let me get the first suit he got on when he got the
the lion on the shoulder.
Aha! I want that. I want that, and I want
afro.
Yeah, let me get and the McDowell suit too. I want a McDowell suit. When he's
the two pucks. That's what you guys sound like. The two pucks.
Oh, McDowell suit. I respect. Yeah, get some shit from they coming. What's that joint? Harlem Nights. Get some Harlem Night joints. You know, yeah. Freddy Krueger's glove. I want one of Freddy Krueger's gloves. Like I have a Freddy Krueger glove right now. But it ain't one that he wore.
Himself, the glove, fire.
Yeah, one that he actually wore, that'd be fire. That he actually wore.
I want Michael Myers' walk.
Just the walk.
I want him to walk. It don't matter where you at. He pops the fuck up.
Oh man.
Michael Myers pop up, bro.
Is there anything you want from somebody, Sonny? We hear you. Anybody you want? You good?
No, it's like that. To be honest, I don't.
You don't want a Bean and Howard T-shirt? T-shirt and panties?
I can get into it. I mean, I feel like he's his own, And my since he started with this pink, he feel like he the only person in the world that ever had a pink fur, and like he just it's too much. It's not even like he turned it into a whole like.
He did his whole thing. He did his whole thing. I respect it. I know he's not the first person to ever wear pink, but hip hop wise, he did create that legacy in hip hop. He did take it different because most hip hop people wasn't wearing pink. He did do that.
No, yeah, I'm not a real fan, but
all right.
Probably.
There's nobody you could think of you one. All right.
I want Sade's fins. And that
Sade's fins?
Yeah, that with that song when she look like she underwater.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I want
that. I need that.
Let
me get the Boys in the Hood varsity jackets from that video they was in.
Now I want Justice. I want Justice's locks from Poetic Justice. I need them locks. No, from Chicago.
Who was that? Chicago. I want that brush.
Just the brush. Let me get the shotgun they shot Ricky with. I went for Boys in the Hood.
I want high top.
Oh man, let me get the joint from RoboCop. I want the whole RoboCop suit. The whole RoboCop suit in my house.
Pulled out his fucking leg. Fucking 50 cal.
The Terminator arm that was sticking out the lava. I need that. I need that in my crib, just so I can get my thing. If you need some extra, if you need some extra clothes in your life, don't forget to reach out to Mike Woods. He definitely got you, man. Tap in with him.
Introducing PKNY OG, where street culture meets premium quality. Premium hats, bold hoodies, men, women, and the next generation. Wood strong, worn, proud. Crafted with the Wood strong mindset, rooted, resilient, original. This isn't just fashion, it's identity. PKNY OG. Wear the legacy. Tap the link. Join the movement.
Join the movement, get your outfit together, get yourself fresh to death, you know what I mean? Maybe somebody, if you wear the outfit nice enough, somebody will put you in their museum, you know, and then when you, God forbid, something bad happened to you, you won't have them talking bad words about you. So we had Usher has no bad words for Diddy, and Diddy returns the love. Usher then said, I don't have anything negative to say about Sean Combs. My experience was not what the world has seen and how he has been, you know, misrepresented. But Usher also doesn't view Diddy as a perfect person with no flaws. Instead, Diddy's many achievements over the long music career is never losing sight of them. So Usher did an interview and they asked him some questions and he was like, he said, nah, I'm not going to sit here and badmouth Diddy. That wasn't my experience. I didn't go through that with him. And he got a legacy that needs to be honored. And I guess the first question is, do you think this was the reason for him and Justin Bieber's beef? I remember we talked about that like last week. Do you think that's why he was beefing with Justin Bieber because Justin Bieber's not speaking up for him and it was getting a lot of bad talk?
Is that why they was beefing?
Yeah.
Because he don't want to speak up about Diddy.
Yeah.
My son Usher Maxwell. Nah, I don't think that's what the beef is about. However, for me, they're gonna have to. Usher gonna have to pay, man. You feel me? Diddy paid. Shit just gonna crumble. Shit gonna fall downhill. So all of them is gonna have to. You feel me? Go do that. Get that little. Feel me?
Anybody else think that was the reason for the beef or not? They don't think that was the reason Usher and Justin Bieber was beefing?
Somebody said something. I ain't hear nothing.
Two different. I do feel like they had two different experiences. Maybe some align with some of the actions when it came to like the women around and drugs around and stuff like that. But I think Usher got on a little quicker than, and he was under his wing for time than Justin. And maybe
Yeah.
Justin felt some type of, because from the beginning, Justin was supposed to be under Usher. That's who he got signed with through the government. And Usher turned around and handed him over to Puffy, and Puffy couldn't even get him at the time through the government. You feel what I'm saying? So maybe he felt like you knew something and you could have prevented it because it was drugs and women around. What he's accused of, what's going on, and what we have seen in the public of what we, of what he has done, it seems like he must have got it the worst. But we don't know because Usher's not saying anything. But again, who goes against a monster if there's other monsters willing to help that monster?
Respectfully, I do agree. I agree with that completely. I do.
That nigga said that shit. He said that shit on Howard Stern. What was going down? So
yeah, him and with Usher. The thing I heard with Usher was a little bit different and more understandable. He was saying how maybe Diddy was getting him, getting girls to give him a little bit of top and all of that. You know what I mean? And he was young. He was too young for maybe those situations, possibly. And that, to me, is more like at that time it was kind of normal. Your older dude would grab you a shorty, like, yo, shorty, holler at him. So that's the misappropriation he may have felt. He said that before the thing came out, though, before everything was as bad as it is now. And like you said, also that was a different time for Diddy. So his access to what he could get girls to do and how he can get them to do it. At that point, him just getting a girl to give some head to you could be crazy. By the time he got Justin Bieber, he get the girl to lick your toes and lick your ass. You know what I mean? By the time he got Justin Bieber, he could get her to do a lot more. So they definitely could have had different experiences. But I think that Usher wasn't. Well, he didn't see himself being negatively affected by what happened. That's why he sent Justin. He didn't maybe think it was a bad thing, really. He thought that it might have helped his career. So he was like, so that's why he sent Justin to get involved and tapped in with Puffy. The next question: Do you have to badmouth a friend who gets caught up?
What do you mean?
If your friend get caught up as a murderer, a MFer, or a PFD, a PDF, do you have to now badmouth that person?
To him, if we're friends, I don't want to talk shit to you. We're gonna joke about this.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like in the public now, we all know you. We all know you were such and such friend. Now we in public. What's going on? You have to bring it out, or do you know? That's It's a good question. You're saying, nah, you don't feel like you have to?
yeah, we're gonna be walking, and then people are gonna be walking down the street. Hey, that guy's a phony, and I'm gonna jump right on their side. You're right, he is a phony. That guy's a phony. There's gonna be three of us saying you're a phony.
I didn't even know he was this big. Thank you.
You're right. This guy is a phony. Phony.
I'm in danger right now.
We gotta do what we gotta do. You feel me?
Yeah. I'm in danger right now. Let me get away.
Yeah, man.
Cut his fucking head off.
Thank you for saving me. I didn't know who I was working with.
Yeah. Oh, for his head.
What do you think, son? Do you got a bad mouth him? If they're your friend, they got caught up.
I mean, it depends on what it is. It depends, and I don't mean bad mouth them, but definitely, if you want to let somebody know that you're not encouraged by what they did and they're not involved in your life, I don't know if that could be considered bad mouthing, but if you don't agree and someone's questioning you about it, I mean, have dignity. It is your friend, but it depends on the action that's the same. I might just have to jump on the other side of the road too, because you got me fucked up.
Just let them know I'm not down with whatever they accused of. I'm not doing that. And I ain't even saying they guilty of it, but I'm just gonna tell you that's not my level. I'm not doing that. I'm innocent of anything, and I'm not with the people that are guilty of those things or whatever. Can y'all respect Usher's stand on this?
Yeah, I respect Usher. Yeah, I respect Ghislaine Maxwell. That's why I call him Usher Maxwell.
That's the devil. Let us say, and y'all respect Usher's stance on this? I do. I respect it.
Yeah,
I feel like,
yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
I feel like I can only speak from my experience. I can't speak for anybody else's experience. I can still discredit like the person without talking bad. I can only talk about my experience. So if somebody else did something to somebody else, but they didn't do that to me, I can only speak from my experience. And I don't think that being found guilty is always an example of guilt because you got the Central Park Five who were end up spending mad years in jail and prison and was innocent of a crime. So I feel like I'm not going to automatically. I'll rebuke the charge itself, but not the person. If I don't feel like that person is guilty, based on my experience around that person. So and it ain't about me spending every day trying to fight for them to get released either. But it's just the idea of I can only speak what happened when I was there, and he ain't touched my butt. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on with everybody else. And what you about to say?
Do you feel like that Justin ever reached out to Usher?
I
Like
mean,
maybe not detail to detail.
At Beyonce's party.
Because talks to him like y'all really watched for the last 15 years. That's what it looked like. It looked like I reached out and you told me just give me a minute, and you never came back. Like milk with dad. Like you just never came back. That's what it really when you listen to it. Like it sounded like he probably tried to reach out, and that Usher was like, it may not be what you say, and I'll be there, and he never came.
I think that could be like based on. I think that a reach out is based on my own personal experience, whether or not I feel like I need to reach out for you. So I like we grew up differently in general. You know, um, um, people from different locations. Justin's a Canadian. Usher's an American. Um, Justin, I don't know if he's from the hood. I know Usher was from a hood, and the things you're complaining about, I have to have some sympathy or empathy for it. So if you reach out to me and tell me, yo, Diddy had me at a crazy party and he had this girl give me some head, I might not, nigga, you'll get over that. That shit ain't nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I might not have the sympathy or empathy that's needed to be a ear, you know? And then also, when you made it to such a level of success, I might lose some level of sympathy and empathy based on that. Like, nigga, you made it.
He was doing more than getting hit. Like, I don't even know if females was involved the way they was doing in the last 12, 15 years. It didn't seem like females wasn't involved unless it was like pretend on TV. Like, this is a pretend relationship. He don't even like the female. You could tell the way he talked to her, walk around with her. Like, he don't care for her. It didn't really look like it was a lot of female actions going on for years.
Yeah. I can see how it could be confusing, but I can only say that I can see how somebody could be less supportive or maybe not give the support because they don't feel like it's needed at that point. I don't feel like I only can support the people I need to support or feel I need to support. I'm not going to support somebody just based on you telling me something. It has to be something behind it, you know? Anybody else want to talk about how they respect Usher thing before we go to the next and last story?
Respectfully.
Well, one person I don't want y'all to have bad words on is me or my man Larry Starks. We got a show out here April 18th, April 17th, my bad, at the spot. That's 3025 right here in Lexington, New York, Kentucky. I'm 34 and a half. I'm your favorite cousin from an auntie uncle you know you had. And I am here for AJ's and I am here for Hood Service Announcement. But the reason I want to talk to this man right now is April 17th. At the spot, that's 3325 Keithshire Way in Lexington, Kentucky. Comedy will be going down. In the words of my cousin, oh my God. Did I do it right?
It's oh my God. You know what I mean? That's how you do it. But anyway you say it, any variation, man, it's still all the same, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Listen, it's going down at the spot, man. Me, 34 and a half, man. We doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? Come see these jokes. We telling jokes at a high level, man. If you want to come out and laugh, you want to get some QT points with your girl, you know what I'm saying? You can do two things at once, man. So I expect to see you there, man, if you want to see a high quality show, you dig?
And I'm gonna tell you this right here. I just watched this man's special about like maybe whenever it released, maybe like a month ago, was it? Hilarious. I'm a hater. No, I'm a hater. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a hater.
Yeah.
So, especially when I watch, it's like watching porn when you fuck good. It's sometimes you like, he ain't holding his leg right.
Yeah.
This nigga was holding his leg right. At the library, he had to make a noise at the library.
Facts, man. That's what we do, man. We put in work, and the results show for themselves, man. Our resume ain't never been on trial, man. Real deal funny. So you know what I'm saying? The 18th at the spot, y'all pull up. You dig?
Thank you, my God. Bless. Don't forget to be the 17th at the spot to get the live comedy. Me and Larry Starks. The next topic we got is Chief Keef. Chief Keef. Chief Keef. Hold on. Fans are disappointed. He dropped the album. After listening to the album, they said Chief Keef the album said he should get a CDL. He need to give up on his music. Go try a new career. They saying his music is out the way. I know you're a big Sosa fan, man. I don't know if you heard the new album.
Gucci Sosa. I was just bumping before I came in here, but yeah, it's not his best work. They say get a CDL. They violated.
They say he need to get a CDL. Like, what's the difference? Why he can't just buy the trucking company? Why he gotta get the CDL? He can spend some of that money.
Well, like he got enough to buy them and let them work for it. To pay
Yeah,
them.
he ain't gotta drive it himself. He could be an owner. GGT, Glow Gang Trucking.
This nigga been the fucking king of that shit, big.
The last time we heard anything from
now
Sosa,
he gotta get a CDL.
He just dropped the album on Friday. That's what they said.
Yeah, I know. I've been
How long
listening
before then?
to it. I'm tapped in.
Before that, he dropped some.
not
He had a
bad work.
song. He's on Mike Will album. He had a song with him and NBA YoungBoy that got a lot of kind of like controversy because NBA YoungBoy got beef with Lil Durk, and he's supposed to be O Block, and Lil Durk is kind of supposed to be O Block, and then King Von was O Block.
Oh, them niggas hate them niggas. Them niggas don't like none of them niggas. Them niggas, the real niggas that's in the fucking in the field and in the shot. They don't like Sosa or Durk. Them niggas blowed up.
That was his last other song. He was on Drake's album. He had a nice little feature on there. He had a feature on Kanye's album. He be doing features and shit. He good for that. This new album, every song I heard was okay. It wasn't nothing heavy. I wouldn't say he got to get a CDL. But it does. Do even great rappers have at least one garbage album?
Yep. It happens. It's not garbage, but it's just not as good as the other ones. Anticipated or hyped as the other ones. If you have like 13, you're gonna have somewhere in the middle. One or two in the middle that's gonna be as the other ones.
I think you've been doing your thing for so long, it's gonna make sense that one of your joints is not gonna hit like the other one. Would you agree to that, Coop? Would you say that every great rapper has a garbage album?
Yeah. One that don't hit, like I said. They probably try something new or go in a different way. Different side, yeah. It happens.
Everybody agree with that on here? Everybody good?
I don't agree. I mean, E40 been listening to him since I was 7 years old. I ain't missed the album. I ain't missed the album yet.
I want to hear that nigga talking all of that dizzle, bizzle, mizzle, kizzle, shizzle. Nobody got time for this one.
Sit down and listen there so you learn something.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you though. I get it. When you're a fan, everything is kind of hitting. Can an artist make a?
Before he got the West.
He got it. He doing his thing. I ain't hating on him. I'm joking. Can an artist make a comeback after having an album you don't like?
Yeah, Eminem did it. The Great White Hope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can see
it's
that. I think
possible.
I wasn't a big fan of 808 and Heartbreaks from Kanye. He definitely had to come
That
back
too.
after that.
True. True. Good
I
one.
like a couple of songs off of that, but I didn't like it. It wasn't. I didn't like it as much as I like Dark Twisted Fantasy or the
And
Ye album.
I like Slave. The
I
Slave
like it.
album.
I like No Slaves. That's Ye. That's Jesus. Jesus
Yeah.
album.
So I don't, but
You could come. Yeah, you can have a comeback after the
Yeah,
Trash album. Definitely have a comeback. What do you think? Can they have a comeback?
yeah, I agree. If you ever put on, if you ever had a hit, if you ever had the attention, you could grab it again.
Hey,
Respectfully.
I was two chains. Well, how old was he? Like 39 when he
Yeah.
got on the game. Like you just never anybody. It's always a comeback.
Yeah.
It took him how long? He been moving around. A lot of people. It took him that long to get on like that.
Yeah.
My son Young
Even
Berg, I was Young Berg. Now he's cool. He's
Hitmaker. Now he Hitmaker now. He had a little bit of a comeback. Yeah, I feel the same way. I think Two Chainz is a great example of like Little Durk too, because Little Durk, I didn't like a lot of Little Durk's first songs. I like some of them, but before he got locked up, I was Little Durked out, and his last album's fire too. No movie. Shout out to him. Free Dirt. What should the response be if you drop a bad album? Should it be go get a CDL? Should it be quitting? What should be your response?
fuck nigga shot me. Tell that fuck nigga get well.
Make another song.
Mm-hmm.
What should be the response to a bad album, Billy? DeVille?
Big Gucci
Uh,
Sosa.
Like what they was going through. Like what was you going through? That could have been a little burp.
Yeah.
Sometimes
another try.
talent.
Try it again.
Try
It's a
again.
difference to have a better outcome of their music. They say most time you have a lot of drama or a lot of agony that brings out the best music out of artists, right? So,
Uh-huh.
if you have too much fun and your life is too great, maybe you can't
Mary
get
J.
back
Blige.
and used to you being in. Because now your mindset is totally different now. So you got to
True.
find a way to get back to that because that's your audience.
That's true. Get tap back in. See what we can do. Get you back together. See how we can
I
get you back
say
together.
when you getting cheese, what you gotta he said when you getting cheese, what you do, you make rotel. So much money, man. I could have bought a hotel. Big Sosa gonna keep making music and keep making money. He don't give a fuck what
Yeah,
they
just
talking
keep doing
about.
what you just keep doing what you're doing. Whatever you got going on, don't let nobody stop
Big
you.
Gucci Sosa, nigga. It's Big Sosa, not the little one.
Everything ain't gonna be a hit. Everything ain't. And then the funniest thing about music is I've heard some songs and later on I've heard them later and go, oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was. Sometimes new music be bad because it's new. It's just new. You never heard it. You ain't been.
Yeah, we rushing it. You gotta fucking. We used to marinate in the music, let the shit rock for like a really for a fucking summer.
You get an hour now.
But that's why, right? I was about to say that's the era we in now.
You get an
Everything is
hour, nigga.
everything is quick.
We got till tomorrow. We got till the fucking Wednesday to fucking talk about this shit. You know, we
This
gotta
shit ain't a
hurry.
hit yet. I listened to the whole shit for an hour. It ain't a hit yet. I ain't.
Son, we used to listen to shit for some time. Like
Right.
nigga, yo, play number 11, play because we had to. You had to rewind, you had to skip, you had to play back. We didn't have this shit on like moving so fast, like it is. Which is water. They watered this shit in.
Yeah, it's too much. Anybody else got any answers about what will be a response? So bad album, let us know in the comment section. Thank everybody for coming through the show and having a good thing. I'll see you guys again on Wednesday. Tomorrow is Lanya playing with Megan the Don Dylan Nude. You want to give us a preview of what the topic is tomorrow?
I think it's Who Forgives Faster.
Who forgives faster? So tap in if you want to know who forgives faster. Remember, God forgives and I don't. Other than that, love everybody, safety to everybody, and we see you guys. We see y'all for the rest of this week. We're gonna tap in with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and answer any of the questions in the comment section. Let us know your answers. Any funny answers might be read in the next story.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for watching Hood Service Announcement. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so you can stay up with all the news we got. We got more for you later. Thanks for watching.